Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shirtless Plantain Show. I'm your host, as always, Tosin. Alongside me is my brother, Coach. How you feeling today, man?
Guten Tag. If you're
I
if you're
guess,
watching this in Germany, if you're watching this in Germany in the morning, yeah, Guten Tag to you.
yeah, I guess this is. I don't know where the German came from, but over here in America, it's Thanksgiving today. So, happy Thanksgiving to all my Americans. Everybody else, go to work. So that's all.
America, yeah.
Yeah, I just saw I saw two bald eagles fly across my apartment just now. So you
I,
know,
I don't I don't know. I've just got this sudden urge to liberate somewhere and just offer them some freedom. Do you ever get that? Huh? Give them
are you
give them
playing
give them
against
some
Ruben?
some some blankets, and all of that. You know.
Are you playing against Ruben Amarin? Because he gives you a lot of freedom.
But I don't know. I tell you what, I can give though. I can give some advice to people right now. That's to like, share, and comment and subscribe,
Yes.
please.
On every single
Absolutely.
channel we got.
On every single channel that we do. We're there. We see it all, man. Like Lee, I know you, Lee. Lee was telling me that she doesn't like the smug smile on my face. I'm not being funny. We just beat the best team in the world or whatever, 3-1, bro. If I can't smile, then when can I smile, bro?
I
But yeah,
mean,
no, we love the comments, man. But yeah, let's keep sharing for us, please. Subscribing, and liking, and just yeah, just chat to us, man. Chat to us on the YouTube, on the TikTok, on the Instagram, and shit. Like we don't bite, I promise. Like I think we've been doing
no.
this long for you guys to know that Tosin is friendly. I'm English, so make of that what you will. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, man, just chat to us, man. And we got some good stuff coming in the next few weeks as well, man. So yeah, keep an eye on the channel, man, please.
For sure. Let's talk about Champions League this week. I'm going to go through every game. Not everything we're going to spend so much time on, but some games we're just going to give you what it is because some of these games, honestly, are so just bad that like I have no words other than go
Mhm.
watch it. The first game we're going to talk about is Ajax hosting Benfica. Ajax were their third kits in this game. That's a pathetic side.
Mhm.
The Dutch football has fallen off. Some teams are
Mhm.
still holding up the flag for Dutch football, but Ajax are bad, man.
We'll
They
get to
are,
that.
yeah. Ajax are bad from front to back. They
Yeah.
are generally just a bad team back to front, front to back, however you want to look at it. They lost 2-0. The kits are
When
good
it, when
though.
it, when they the only two teams, Benfica and Ajax, that had 0 points. So
Something like
somebody,
that.
yeah, so
Yeah.
something had to give,
Yeah.
and yeah, I would love to play Ajax, to be honest. I reckon we could probably. This sounds so arrogant. Oh my gosh, but I reckon we could get the double figures against them. They're so bad. I'm sorry.
I'm sure United would lose to them.
Do you know, have Bayern played? I don't know. Bayern would definitely get double figures. Bayern are that evil and that ruthless that they would literally get to 60 minutes and it's 8-0 and they're like, we can probably get a few more here and go for it. Like
Yeah.
that Bayern would definitely do something like
Yeah.
that.
Benfica scored in the first and the second half. The second goal came in the 90th, but yeah, it's this game was pathetic from
Mhm.
Ajax, man. Just whatever. Galatasaray, they lost to Union Saint Gilloise 1-0. Another Nigerian scored, not Osimhen, Promise David, who plays for Canada.
Yeah.
Galatasaray, man, they are just not good. But Union Saint Gilloise, they scout very, very well. That's
Mhm.
one thing I want to bring up, that they scout players very well. They got Boniface a few years back. So they find players really well. You know, their feet a club. And by
Mhm.
the way, the Belgian league for me is up there with the league with League On as far as finding like really good top tier talents for cheap.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like it's because um, part of it, I think, is cultural as well because there are some similarities there. The
Yeah,
fact
I
that
mean,
you got like francophones and whatnot, and the North Africans that that obviously will come up in Belgium. They might come up in France as well, kind of thing. I think that's part of the reason for sure, man. Like, yeah, you're right. There's quite a bit of talent there, man.
and there's German influence, there's Dutch influence.
Yeah,
Netherlands is just, I mean, Belgium's just a hot podge of
yeah,
cultures, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Bodo Glimt and Juve 2-3. Juventus won. Bodo Glimt's another one of those teams like Union Saint Gilloise and FC Michelin, where you find a lot of young gems who are just
Mhm.
extremely talented. Uh, but Jonathan David, he got a goal in the 90 something minute, and he has braids. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think the story of the game is the fact that Yildiz can't stay at Juventus any longer.
no,
I don't know how true this is, but I saw how much allegedly that they're paying him. They're paying him less than Vince was paying the black superstars in the WWF, bro. Like it's a joke. I was like, a player of that talent shouldn't be earning anywhere near. that amount. Like, so wherever he
Yeah,
goes next, he's getting a big bag, a
yeah,
huge bag. Juventus are taking a piss with that, to be honest. Apparently they're offering him a new contract, but even then, but he
yeah.
was unreal this game. He got man in the match. He was dancing. Um, I'll maintain that my favorite part of his game is the fact that, again, this isn't me Arsenal fan this, but his running gait is actually quite similar to Martinelli, but he's got all the
Yeah.
technique. He's got all of the technique. So it's weird that the way he runs is quite similar to Martinelli, but you see him with the ball at his feet and think, oh, this is danger. And on top of that, he hits the ball so purely. So what is it with these young Turkish guys? Gula's the same. Gula hits the ball like it owes him rent, bro. Like they've all got this ball striking on lock now, man. He's
You,
unreal, man. Genuinely, he's gonna he could end up at Real Madrid. Who knows? He could.
nah,
If they,
Real Madrid are bringing back what's it called, Nico Paz.
ah,
Yeah, they're
okay.
bringing back Nico Paz. But I will say to the ball strike, it's the same way Nigeria really good in the '90s. You know, when you got a
Hmm.
dictator in charge of your country, you got to
You
make
find
sure
a
you're
way.
turning up every single game.
Yeah,
You know, I wouldn't say rest in peace to Abacha, more like rest in piss, but that's
yeah.
another topic for another day. Napoli hosted Quarterback and beat them 2-0. Scott McTominay was a menace. He got a goal, and then the own goal that they scored,
Mhm.
McTominay was also involved as well. Rasmus, I would say he got a penalty saved, but because I don't like him and I've seen him take penalties for United, he missed the penalty. So I know we talked in the group chat. Our big brother basically told us that it was a save, but I was like, I'm a hater. I'm gonna be irrational. I don't care. It
Yeah,
was a
no,
it
well,
was a good it was a
fair
good
play,
save.
man. Fair play. If you're gonna hate, you got hating doesn't have to actually be rational, guys. I need you guys to understand that. So whenever like, how can you say that? It's like, but I'm hating, bro.
Did you not watch Chappelle show? Did you
Yeah,
not watch the Play
exactly.
Haters
Like,
Ball?
what else you want me to say, man? Like, I'm hating. So yeah, it is
Yeah.
what it is, man.
And Schoolboy Q made a song about that, my hating
My
joint.
hating joint.
And speaking of hating, Newcastle, their assistant coach is one of coach's worst enemies in the world. They
Yeah.
lost to Marseille 2-1. Honestly, this game could have been 7-1 Marseille.
Mm,
Honestly, it could have. Aubameyang played like he was playing at Milan or
yeah.
Dortmund again. I don't know what Aubameyang showed up here, but his goal was really good.
Hmm.
Um, Harvey Barnes obviously opened up the scoring. I think it's 3 games in a row Harvey Barnes has scored now.
I
Really
think so
good.
now as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's
But
not gone actually.
I was gonna say Newcastle got bullied. That's
Yeah.
that's really it.
I mean, it's weird because again, not to sound reductive, but if there's one thing you can be sure of in the Champions League with English sides is that they'll equip themselves physically. And Newcastle of all teams getting bullied. I mean, don't get me wrong, League our teams are physical, like they're strong teams, like for sure. But it was a bit strange seeing Newcastle get dealt with like that. But it was very pleasing as well. I have to admit. And before we get to Aubameyang, I just want to give Harvey Barnes some more flowers. Like I know he's probably going to pick Scotland. I think, right?
He should.
Yeah. But if he was English, I would put him on the plane before Anthony Gordon because he's infinitely better than him. I just think he's just a way better footballer, way more tools, way more tools. He's got better hair. He's not a piece of shit. He hasn't declared that he likes Donald Trump, so there's that as well. And he's not a piece of shit as well. But he's a really good footballer. But Aubameyang, someone that I've had a complicated relationship with. I'm saying this like he even knows me, but even the fact that he's still, fraternizing with those other types of football content creators lets me know that he's this is just who he is kind of thing. But in terms of taking care of himself as a professional, he's right up there.
Yeah.
He's right up there. Like his goal record has always been impressive to me, despite me not rating the fact that he couldn't do it against the very best teams. For us,
Hmm.
everywhere else, he's smoked it. He's done incredibly well. And 36 years old as a striker of his type as well, someone that has relied on pace his entire career and still going strong at 36, I got to give him his props, man. I have to give him his props. He is in his own right an African legend, like
Oh, for
110%.
sure. Bro, and it goes back to what we were saying about Wells last week about
Mm-hmm.
how they adapted their game very well. Like, yeah, these were players who basically could have been wingers in another
Mm-hmm.
generation, but they figured out how to play the old man game, and now they're real good strikers.
Yeah,
So
it's old
shout out to
man hoops,
Bamiyang,
man.
shout out to Welbeck, shout out to all the calling these guys old like they're not our age mates. That's insane.
Yeah, but in football terms, these guys are in nursing homes. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's how they're looked at now. We've literally got 15-year-olds playing in the Champions League, bro. So
Bro,
of course these guys are gonna be looked at that way.
Arsenal played a 13-year-old who's born in 2011
Yeah,
in the what's it called? In the UEFA Youth
yeah,
Championship.
yeah,
And the wild thing is, my niece was born in 2011. Let's move on.
yeah.
Speaking of Aubameyang, Dortmund, they beat Villarreal 4-0. They were comfortable. They were real comfy. But did you see this coming? This 4-0?
No, yes and no. Actually, I'll tell you why. Dortmund and Champions League. I've been saying, I've been banging the drum for a minute, right? Notice I took off I unblocked the sticker, right? I mean their badge, right? Dortmund and Champions League are cash money. Like I'm always gonna bet on, well, not physically bet, but I'm always gonna bet on the Dortmund result, basically,
Yeah.
because in the Champions League, for some reason, they just find a way to turn up. They've been turning up. I think they've scored the most amount of goals in Champions League so far, but they conceded the fuck ton as well. They will always on a Champions League night. If Dortmund are on, you should probably watch Dortmund. Not because they play fantastic, amazing, expensive football. Their games are just chaos. Their games are they make teams play like it's the Bundesliga, basically.
It's vibes boost.
Yeah, but with that being said, I didn't see this 4-0 coming for sure. But Dortmund definitely have way more Euro pedigree than Villarreal, so
Yeah.
it can happen, you know.
Yeah. Villarreal did get a man down,
Mm.
but they took advantage of that because some teams know how to play against a team that goes down 10 men at home. Cyril Garassi got a brace, so
Yeah,
another one who's doing the old man uncle game. He says he's 29, I believe him, but Cyril Garassi is doing his thing, man. So
yeah, yeah.
shout
No,
out to Cyril Garassi.
I, I love him, man. Seriously, man. I think it's a shame that well, when it's your time, it's your time. But
Mhm.
I kind of wished he was peaking a little bit earlier
Yeah,
because, yeah, 29. To be honest, we could be talking about him in 6 years' time, like Aubameyang.
we could
I
be.
pray for that. I
Yeah,
genuinely pray for that. I actually pray for that. That's what I'd like. So maybe maybe it's his time. Maybe the next, not like Pat Bev, because Pat Bev's in it, but maybe the next 5 years are his. So I don't know.
Pat Bev, the dynasty starts after you, my nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Kareem Adeyemi, talk to me. How do you feel about Kareem Adeyemi?
Um, it's weird. His attributes are everything that I look for in a wide attacker. Like in terms of a wide forward, basically, in terms of being an outlet, searing pace, can use both feet, has got good end products. Not amazing end product, but a good enough level where you point through enough times, something will shake. But I feel like there's still something a little bit extra missing from. I don't know what it is yet. Maybe it's just that extra bit of experience. I don't know. But he's been around for a little bit now,
He has.
so I don't know. But I can't. I think Dortmund is probably the perfect level for him right now. To be honest, like a
Yeah.
Champions League club. I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
Yeah,
So,
because I was watching him, I was just like, this nigga fast as hell.
oh yeah,
I
yes,
was watching him in the game. I was like, yo, this nigga quick. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, we've always known that's what he's got is Syrian pace. And he's from Ibadan properly.
yeah,
Like his dad takes him to Nigeria every year. His dad is like really genuinely on it about like, you better understand where you're from. So
yeah.
shout out to him and his dad. Chelsea 3, Barcelona 0. We talked about Barcelona a lot on this
Mm,
podcast on that high line. That was pathetic. And again, before we get into this, I want to buttress my point of what I'm about to say, ironically,
mm,
about who I'm about to mention. There's a gentleman by the name of Mohammed, but that's the homie. Shout out to Mohammed. He had a tweet, I think it was a tweet that you love, by the way, about the defenders, right? And this is no offense to Mohammed. This is no offense to a lot of people. I think, and we're going to get into the Arsenal game eventually, but I can be very objective about Arsenal. I think because most of my best friends are Arsenal fans,
mm,
that I watch more Arsenal than everybody else. So I have a little bit of a softer
mm,
spot because I can watch Arsenal objectively because of my homies. When I saw Mohammed's tweet, and it's what a lot of people say about Arsenal center backs and Arsenal in general, I'm trying to tell people this is a really, really fucking good team. There's not too many center backs on the earth who's going to bench any of those two between Gabriel and Saliba. And the one thing that Arsenal has done is they got depth in quality in their team.
mm.
When Gabriel goes down, the fact you can bring up Hincapié, the fact you can bring up, you know, Mascara, the fact that you could possibly put, if you want to, Calafiori as center back,
Yeah,
these are insane options to have as your backups. There aren't too many center backs in the world who I'm picking over Gabriel or Saliba.
Yeah.
And sure as hell, I'm not bringing Ronald Araujo over because I remember we were linked to him like a year and a half ago. Even Upamecano, I'm like, these
And
guys aren't
Kabasi
that
as
good.
well. Don't
You said
forget the
who?
fact that he said Kabasi as well. He said that both Araujo and Kabasi are either at worst they're on their level, but I think he said that they're better. And I think you
They're
have to.
not better.
And I think you have. I think we left out a crucial part. He said that because they play more exposed systems,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a lesson for everyone. To be fair, watch more football. Watch more football, and watch. And when you comment on something, comment because you feel confident enough because you've got the chops. Basically, you've actually watched enough. Say, okay, you can make observations that are rooted in what you've observed, not what you've read from somebody else, or even affected by your own bias. I couldn't give a monkeys whoever thinks if they think Arsenal's defenders are the worst or the best. I don't care, but it's about integrity here and not making yourself look like an idiot. That's all it is more than anything. Because
I mean,
God forbid, Gabriel and Saliba could have been playing for Real Madrid kind of thing, and he could have said the exact same thing as well. He literally could have said the exact same thing as well, and it would have still been wrong. It would have been horribly wrong. It would have probably been even worse because he's comparing players that play in the same league as Araujo and Kabasi. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, sorry, I'll let you get back to your point, but I think that was what rubbed me the wrong way more than anything.
yeah, no, for sure. And I think the thing that frustrates me the most is when I look at Araujo, I don't trust black Uruguayans because what did Meat Mill say again? We don't use that word in the trenches. What is a black Uruguayan anyway? The slave trade didn't go that far, my nigga. Like, I know it went to Brazil, but Uruguay, you got niggas in the trenches, bro? I mean, I know it exists, but
No, do you know what? Yeah,
I don't
it's
believe niggas from Montevideo, bro. I don't. What? Go ahead.
no, it's just the fact that there was. It's gonna get a little bit dark here, and I've forgotten the name of the singer, right? And I don't know if he was. Forgive me, guys. I don't know if he was Colombian or Mexican, but there's a video, right? A famous, really famous video of this singer. Literally, you get to see his last moments. You obviously don't get to see him die.
Oh, the one on the stage, the Mexican.
Yeah, is he Mexican?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Mexican. Yeah.
So he's reading a note, and the note apparently says that we're gonna take you away, and obviously it's the end for you, right? And he starts singing, like he sings like his life depends on it, and then
So the
what?
context behind that video is they told him he cannot sing on
Yeah.
stage. If he does continue to sing, that's when they'll end his life. I
Uh,
know this because one of my homies is Mexican and she told me about it. But go on,
oh,
go ahead.
fair enough. Yeah, there we go. So
Yeah,
when the team news came out, somebody quoted that tweet with that video because they saw Araujo's name. That's his reputation, guys. Barca fans know what's up with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Araujo's not a bad defender or anything. He's just really, really daft. Exceptionally daft, to be honest.
Yeah.
And the fact that everybody can see him doing dumb shit hours before he does a dumb shit probably lets you know that he's not the cleverest, especially playing for Hansi Flick team. And then you've got a 17-year-old Kabasi, who is a great talent, don't get me wrong, but there's levels and there's years before you like young dominant centre backs are quite literally unicorns. Even Arsenal with Saliba had to send him on 3 loans before he was ready for the level. And Saliba is genuinely a generational, physical, technical beast, and we still had to send him away. So,
bro, back to the point about young defenders.
Yeah.
Rio Ferdinand captain Leeds in the semifinal in 2001, 2001. I can't remember when it was. He captained Leeds in a semi-final. He got to United in 2002, had a bad touch. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says, that's what you signed your money for?
Yeah.
And it's just like these kids need time to grow. To be center back is very rare to see a young center back. Like look at Ligt,
I think genuinely, if we're talking about prodigies, let's go back a few years here. I'm talking Sergio Ramos. And Sergio Ramos started out at right back as well. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, we remember Sergio Ramos at Sevilla. We remember Sergio Ramos with long hair. If it wasn't for Ronaldinho baptizing him, he wouldn't have become a man. So you need these.
You need that. You need someone to make you look like an idiot. So crowning these guys when they've been crowning these guys over guys that have been through it. It's just a weird angle, and it's just looking at the list of names and shit. I was like, oh, come on, man, you clearly haven't watched enough. anything
And
like that.
this is
But
us not even getting to the game yet because we haven't even really got to the game yet.
yeah, well, I mean, I think that's the story of the game, though.
Yeah,
Chelsea were, to be fair, off the ball. Chelsea were exceptional, and Barca's defenders were complete. None of the defenders played well. None of them.
bro.
Kunde was a clown.
Jules Koundé looked like a clown, bro.
Yeah,
He looked terrible. I don't know who their left back was. He looked terrible. Frankie De Jong did not look good at all.
no. He was.
Lamine Yamal looked
That's
like a
probably his worst game of the season, from what I've watched of Barcelona. At least he
yeah.
was shit.
Lamine Yamal looked like an 18-year-old. Then getting a yellow card for dissent from Arujo, and then doing that stupid tackle was just why are you gonna why are you gonna do that? One player I do think Barcelona miss a lot is Inigo Martinez. They
Mm,
miss him a lot.
yeah.
And it's all about angles, right? And it's the same thing, which is why, and again, I hate to make so much more United references because we reference our team a lot in this podcast, but it's like it's all about angles, right?
Mm,
You don't have that left-sided center back who can
mm,
switch the ball like Inigo Martinez does. They didn't
mhm,
find that replacement, and Barcelona is suffering from that. But
mhm,
fair enough to Chelsea, man. They did well. Moises Caicedo looked good. He was impressive. Enzo Fernandez was good. Garnacho, there was a goal that didn't count, but he sat down Jules Koundé, and I was like, oh my God.
mhm.
Wow, Jules Koundé, you are bad today. So yeah, fair play to Chelsea. You guys did your thing. Esteval, that was a really good goal from Esteval. But overall, Chelsea just took advantage of a team that's just not serious right now. And they're obviously missing Pedri, they're missing Gavi, they're missing a few players here and there, but still, that was embarrassing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would have loved to have seen Pedri, a fully fit Pedri play, because I reckon he's that good. He could have actually saved Barcelona from that embarrassment. He's that good. So they were 100% handicapped with him not being there. But
hmm
with that being said, they definitely Barca need to do better. Not even just Barca, Flick needs to do better with what he has. He has to start. I think one of the key things here is that the high line is the high line. It's fine, but you
yeah,
got to protecting these players a little bit more off the ball,
yeah,
like as in just have a plan B, have a mid block. You can coach them. You can actually coach at that. Have a genuine solid mid block that you can just like, okay, we're not going to go all the way back into our box kind of thing, but we can at least hold them here rather
yeah.
than just high line, high line, high line. It's just a weird, I don't know, man. Like, it's just a weird way of trying to get
Operating.
results over the course of a season,
Yeah,
for me at least. So yeah.
yeah. So that's enough Chelsea praise. I feel gross for even saying that.
You notice I didn't praise them really that much, because
Yeah,
people
I
are
know.
fucking.
I had to do it. I'm the host. I have to be diplomatic on here. Uh, Man City hosted Leverkusen and lost 2-0.
Hmm,
I'm gonna bitch and complain about Man United one more time. I don't care. This is gonna be my day to
hmm.
rant about my stupid team. Kovar was really, really good in goal. Guess who Kovar's academy? Guess who academy Kovar played in?
I don't know, Burnley.
Man United. And guess who got rid of him at Man United? Eric Ten
Ten
Hag.
Hag. Yeah,
Yep. And guess what Ten Hag did to him at Leverkusen? He sent him out on loan.
yeah. Ten Hag doesn't
Yeah.
seem like a nice person. I got to be real with you, bro.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, they dominated, man. They did well. James Trafford did not look good today. In that game, James Trafford looked like that's why they got Donnarumma.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I do not. I never will rate James Trafford. I don't. Last year in the Championship, I think he got. I think he was in Team of the Year, if I remember correctly. Probably the best season of his career. But there's a reason why he had the best season of his career in the Championship. It's because it's a Championship.
Yeah,
I've never rated him. I just
yeah,
don't. I just do not rate him.
yeah.
He doesn't fill me with any confidence. If you're looking at the good English goalkeepers kind of thing,
hmm
Pope and Pickford are obviously, and Rams are obviously, like, Henderson as well. Those are like the benchmark, if you like. Trafford is miles from all of them,
Yeah.
and not all of them I even think are even that good. But he's
hmm
even below that level. I
Yeah.
don't see. He's got to improve so much, and I'm talking about in every aspect of his game. Everything's got to improve
You
before I
sound
start
like the
looking at
Man
him.
United tweet. They got to improve in the one that David Moyes said in 2013.
Yeah, yeah.
They got to improve in basically all areas. And guys, I did lie. It was Mark Flecken who was in goal for Leverkusen. They already sent Kovar out to PSV,
Mm,
which we'll bring up later because we know who PSV beat. But
played.
that's
Yeah.
neither here nor there. There was City did rotate. Haaland came off the bench, but there was this one-on-one chance I saw. It was Doku against Poku, 1v1. And Poku stopped Doku, and I was just like, wow, look, boiled egg versus boiled egg. Two Ghanaian boys. It's beautiful. But yeah, Leverkusen, man, they held their own, and they tweeted after Manchester's red and black. So,
Yeah. Do you
shout
know?
out to
Do you know what's
Leverkusen.
really funny though? Man City in years gone by would have had no issue with rotating and still getting a result in Europe, kind of thing. The quality of their squad right now, maybe it's experience, I don't know, but the quality of their squad right now isn't the same because let's actually just read out the names quickly. So Trafford, Nuri, Ake, Stones, Kuzunov. Not too bad, right? Gonzalez, Reiners, Rico Lewis. Now I'm looking like, I ain't feeling it. Then up front is Savinho, Marmouche, Oscar Bob. Still not feeling it. In years gone by, if they wanted to rotate, it'd look a lot different to that. You know,
bro. And Tijani Rangers.
Mm.
We did talk about him the other day.
I'm telling you, people. I've been telling you. I mean, it's so funny. SofaScore gave him like I think he was like their best performing player or something like that. Like he was like a 7 point something, right? And I didn't watch all of this game kind of thing, but I'm guessing that rating came from the fact that he might have had a good shot or two.
Yeah.
Because I know what a good Reinders game looks like, and it's him doing stuff in the final third.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
City did bring on Haaland, Sharky, Doku, Nico Riley, and Phil Foden, but nothing really changed. Leverkusen made one change in this game, and that was Nathan Teller. Nathan Teller comes from the Bukayo Saka school of Yoruba faces, strong ass cheekbones, the pair of them.
I mean, I think I remember Grimaldo scored from a corner, or was it from a cross? I think it was from a.
It was a cross in, so Grimaldo followed it up, and then Patrick Schick scored. Yeah, so it was really good goals. Yeah, Grimaldo's first goal was really, really good. Yeah. It was really, really good goal. Pafos 2, Monaco 2. Minamino got a goal early. Falarian Balogun scored. David Luiz scored in this game, his first goal.
I was so happy for him, man. Yeah.
And then last minute got an equalizer on Pafos. Monaco is so Jackson hype this season. I know they got some young talent, but they're so up and down this season. It's just Adi Hood. I don't know what he's doing over there, but it's weird, man. I only watched the Monaco games to see if Pogba's going to play, and then it just wasn't good, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the Falarian's goal was fantastic. Even though it was a mistake from the keeper, the finish was unreal, man. He still got that in.
Yeah, go
on.
I was gonna say he's a talented striker. He's very talented.
Yeah, he might be another one that takes a couple years to really reach the level that we think he can.
So, and there's no offense in that, man. Football players grow at different rates, different speeds. So yeah, Copenhagen, they beat Karat 3-2. The reason I bring up this game, Copenhagen were cozy, bro. They were up 3-0. And guess who scored a penalty for Copenhagen?
I couldn't tell you, sorry.
Jordan Larson, Henrik Larsson's son.
No, do you know what I remember? Yeah, he does play for them. How old is he now? He must be in his mid-20s by now.
Yeah. He's probably like 25, I believe. If I want to go to him,
I want to check.
I believe.
Go no, carry on. I'm gonna.
Oh, he's older than that. He's 28.
That's what I was gonna say. I had a feeling because like Larson retired years ago, like years and years ago. So,
there's people who don't know who Henrik Larsson is. If you listen to this podcast right now, you know who Henrik Larsson is. Please go look him up. Celtic legend. Shout out to Henrik Larsson.
Celtic legend. I think he helped United get a league title as well.
He did.
Yeah. And that's what he didn't play for anybody else apart from Celtic and United. Nobody else, guys. Don't search that part up. Just Celtic and United and nobody else.
I know who you are. I know exactly what you are. Yeah. There's this kid. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but his first name is Dastan. One of the youngest players to ever score in Champions League history. Is his second goal in the Champions League, third goal, I believe. Guess what team he signed to?
Chelsea.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's weird. They sign like all these like players and just whatever. Anyways, let's move on. Olympiacos 3, Real Madrid 4. This game was so unserious. Olympiacos scored first, and then Mbappe said, "Hold on a minute. Did you know who I am?" Mbappe scored a 7-minute hat trick. Vinny looked good, and Mbappe ended up getting 4. Olympiacos ended up getting another goal, and I kept looking at Real Madrid's defense like, bro, what?
Yeah. I mean, the defense is going to be the defense, but Trent was sending nukes from his own half the entire game. He's just I don't know what else to call him other than generational, man. With the ball, at least.
Do you know when George West is looking for weapons of mass destruction? They should have found Trent because
they should have found his right with both his feet, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, Mbappe. Yeah, Mbappe is Mbappe scored a header, which is I think that's probably the biggest headline from today. He scored a header, and he scored a. It wasn't like a little tap in the knees. Like he climbed above someone, and it was a bullet header. And it's got me thinking: if he adds that regularity to his game, in terms of getting that type of goal, he might actually be just a complete nine at this point. Because I think he's got the movement fine. The movement is down fine. The box instinct is down. Even though he likes to spend a lot of time outside, but I feel like in the box he's still really sharp. If he starts scoring those sorts of goals, yeah, you can comfortably say that he's world class in like 3 positions. You can comfortably say that then. Because I
Bro.
don't know if you're actually a world class striker. I know the world class wide forward, 100% elite of the elites. As a striker, he's excellent, but I don't know if he's actually world class, which sounds weird to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that, I was like, raw, like, okay,
Bro.
you're downloading a new patch.
Bro, I was in the group chat, right? One of my group chats with one of my homies, and I saw the
Yeah,
header. The first thing I said was, guys, Mbappe's learning how to play 9 for real.
yeah, yeah.
Mom, I'm scared. I want to go home. Because I saw that header, I was like, I grew up watching that era of the 90s of those great strikers, right? Your Morientes, your Batistutes. I'm not going to talk about the big ones. I'm talking about like the real 9s, like the real Predator 9s. I saw that header. I was like, hey, guys, that's kind of scary. He shouldn't be able to be doing that right now, but he's doing it. And yeah, it's Mbappe's so good at football that I think that we forget how good he's at football. I think that's the one thing I say
We're
about
used
Mbappe.
to it.
Yeah,
We're used to it, and I think it's just I say we. I know. I'll turn on my TV to watch Mbappe play 7 days
every
of the
day.
week. Do you know what I mean?
Every
Like
day.
there's a level that I think you got to get to of appreciation. Just like, so what if he's doing it every week? Like maybe Messi and Ronaldo have broken your brains. They haven't broken my brains.
Nope. Bro,
but
I'm gonna give you a stat that's gonna
go
blow
on.
your mind. That every time I tell people how good Mbappe is, I
Mm,
have to remind people Real Madrid has existed for over 150 years,
mhm,
right? In their long history, there's only one player to break the record for the most goals in a debut season is Mbappe.
mhm. Yep,
Think
yep.
about all the legendary strikers they've ever had in their illustrious career. Mbappe has the most goals ever in the debut season. That's freakish. I don't care what you want to say about that. That is nasty. He's close to 100 goals for Real Madrid in 2 seasons, bro.
He's basically treating it like the Bundesliga, like how Harry Kane was treating the Bundesliga.
Yeah. It's foolish how good Mbappe is, but obviously the defense is the defense, and those blue kits are nice. But Mbappe is just, I'm
Yeah,
sitting there sometimes. I'm like, bro, what?
yeah.
Why
I
are
think the
you
blue.
this good?
I think the blue kit when it goes up 100%. When I'm gonna wait for it to go down a bit more and so on, I'm definitely copying.
Yeah,
Definitely copying
he has
it.
60. He has 66 goals in 77 games for Real Madrid.
Yeah, he could end up close to like he could end up with another 30 goals this season. He could end up with another 30 goals this season. That
Mhm.
is realistic.
And he's
So yeah,
probably gonna break the World Cup record for most goals next in the summer.
gosh.
Insane. Sporting beat Club Brugge 3-0. This game was not even close, bro.
Mm,
Sporting got away from a back three, and they looked even scarier.
mm,
Ruben Amorim, I'm gonna conk your head because I'm watching Quenda play in that left half space and that left
mm,
wing, and I'm just like, bro, you want to turn this man to a wing back? This is a
mm,
winger. This
mm.
is one and ones. I was watching him, and even the goal that Quenda scored to adjust his
On the
body to get
turn,
to that, yeah,
yeah.
on that turn, I was like, yeah, this is a winger.
Mm,
This is a special hooper. So Sporting has changed their formation. And Luis Suarez, the Colombian who they have,
yeah.
another really good striker. That's a talented player.
Mm-hmm.
Colombia, these South American countries, Ecuador, Colombia, they're doing something. And I'm
Yeah,
scared.
man.
Yeah. So shout out to Frank to Sporting. Frankfurt hosted Atalanta, and boy, they got the brakes beaten off their backs.
Mm-hmm.
There was a moment in the game where Lookman hit the post, then Skamaka hit a post within 90
Yeah.
seconds of each other, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, Palladino, I see you. There's a reason why people in Italy were upset when he went to Atalanta because it was like Palladino was right there. He's very talented manager, was at
Mm-hmm.
Fiorentina before. Lookman looked good. He finally is looking spry. I think they have him playing off of Skamaka now. So it's
Yeah.
him and De
Yeah.
Catalare and then
Yeah.
Edison. Edison scored, but they created a lot of chances. So shout
Yeah.
out to
The
them. They look
Catalera
good.
was unreal, man. It
Mm-hmm.
was unreal. Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious to see what Atlanta do. I don't know if there's going to be any surprises in the Champions League this year,
Yeah.
but I'm quietly just observing Atalanta because their league form is a little bit. So
Yeah.
I'm just observing Atalanta right now.
This has been a great week for Champions League, man. This is why we spend so much time on this, because everything we saw was just beautiful. I mean, there was some great Europa League games and Conference League games today, but the Champions League this week was amazing because
Yeah, man.
Liverpool got that ass beat.
I think that's a good break there. Actually, quickly, remember to like, share, and subscribe, guys. You know, it's been a great Champions League week, so why not just use that excitement to like, share, and subscribe for your boy, of course. Sorry,
Please,
Tosin, continue.
thank you. You know who won't be liking, sharing, and subscribing is Virgil van Dijk, because he put his hand up like he's playing the wrong sport. He was complaining. I was like, bro, that's a handball. I don't care if you got pushed or not.
Yeah.
Put your hand down.
Oh, on the Arab commentary, yeah,
Yeah.
you have to say volleyball, 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 volleyball.
Yeah, between the Hispanics, the Arabics, some of the funniest. Remember the other day you were talking about the like, yo, they just say anything, and I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, Liverpool got their ass beat, man. That was free smoke. I mean, they obviously equalized it, but then after that, PSV, who have Kovar in goal, just whooped their ass. They went to Anfield like it was nothing. And for some reason, Arne Slot cannot play well against PSV throughout his whole entire career.
Yeah, I think Peter Bosz proved that he's the best ball Dutch manager in the world right now.
That's a low bar.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, man. With Liverpool,
yeah,
they keep mentioning the fact that we're not a sacking club, and that's fair enough. You're probably not that. Well, history suggests that you're not, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But even the most level-headed Liverpool fans that I know of are just like, he's got to go, bro. I genuinely think it gets to a point where it's just like, and most teams and managers have experiences. When the players have down tools, and some of the shit Konati's doing, I'm just like, bro, this is. In any other circumstance, I'd say this is match fixing, but this is a guy that wants the manager gone and just doesn't give a shit anymore. Do you know what I mean?
You hear what Curtis Jones said after?
Yeah. Do you know what? Even talking like that as well, like he's always quite vocal. He's always talking about, oh yeah, I remember a couple of years back there was a conversation, and I think that year they finished like third or fourth on this. He was like, when we really get going, these guys can't, no one can live with us. If you really want to make it a football game, like, we can move the ball better than anybody else, blah, blah. I was thinking, yeah, okay, cool. But, you finished third or fourth that season. So it is what it is. But then him coming out yesterday, actually, ironically, I think was actually pretty good with him. But the language that he used, maybe, I don't know, might rub some people the wrong way. Didn't rub me the wrong way. I thought it was entertaining. But the most interesting thing is the fact that Jamie Carragher seems to really have it out for Mo Salah. More than anything, he keeps saying that he wants him to talk about. He wants him to come out. And it's like, bro, you literally harassed him for a new contract. He signed a new contract, and then now that team's not doing too well, I get the thinking behind it, but it's not helpful singling out one player. It's just not. Sorry, so go on.
No, I mean, my favorite thing about hearing Liverpool fans cry, even Jamie Carragher, when we saw that little clip of him on CBS, he loved hearing their accent and say, "Oh, it's unfortunate, lad. He's all right, lad." Like, yo, you're all gonna walk alone today, my friend. It makes me so happy.
I'll tell you what else as well. I was looking at their squad, overall, and again, no disrespect to Liverpool fans, but the same way I looked at Chelsea's squad, I've been looking at Chelsea's squad. The same way I'm kind of looking at Liverpool squad now. A lot of surgery is needed.
Yeah,
a lot of surgery is genuinely needed, and I don't think I'd be exaggerating if I said that they probably need about. Obviously, it's not going to happen in one window, but they probably need about 4 defenders now, and they probably need at least 2 more central midfielders. Whatever the profile is, whether it's DMs, central midfielders, attacking. Obviously, probably not attacking midfielders. Maybe 1 actually, but they need at least 2 central midfielders for sure, and they need 4 defenders spread out between centre back, right back, and left back. That's what it looks like to me.
So this is going to go into my point about Arsenal too. It's so interesting to be on social media and live the amount of football years. And I hate to be the old uncle in the club, whatever, but it's so interesting to me to see where people's entry point for football is and how they relate to the world. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people, Liverpool fans, new Liverpool fans, say, "Oh, we're not a sacking club, we're not this and that." Brother, I was there when you had Gerard Houllier. I was there when you had Rafael Benitez. I was there when you had Roy Hodgson. I was there when you had Kenny Dalglish. I know what you are. I know exactly who
Brendan Rodgers, all of that.
I remember when you had Doseno on your team. I remember when you had Jay Spearing on your team. I remember all of this. So for even Arsenal fans, like even the new Arsenal fans, you were enjoying. you never got to see a Scalacci. You never got to see any of these like struggling players. So it's beautiful to see new fans get into the sport. But I love when people speak your authority because I'm just like, you miss so much. Like, you're being so ahistorical right now, and it's beautiful. But Liverpool, fuck them. I can never be objective, Liverpool. Fuck them. You deserve it. Don't care. Atletico 2, Inter 1. This was a very entertaining game. This game was just insane. I hate seeing Atletico. I hate seeing Inter wear white socks. So this game stuck in my brain because whenever I see Inter wear things that's not fully black, and I'm just like, this is not the Inter I know. But whatever. Inter missed some chances. They both had chances galore, but Inter missed way too many chances. Simeone's kid was harassing them, bro. Like, he was playing like his father. He was harassing the shit out of Inter Milan. It was amazing to see. And Jose Maria Gimenez got the winner in the 93rd because that's what Atletico Madrid does.
Yeah.
And
I will say something on Alvarez. I didn't watch all of this game basically, but when I saw the score and I saw it was 1-0, I didn't know who scored, but I was like, oh, it's probably Alvarez. Alvarez has got to that level where it's just like I expect it from him. Yes. I really, really do. But I think, to be honest, overall, from what I saw at least, Inter were the better side. I think. But yeah, that's football. Literally, sometimes, especially in Champions League games, it can happen that way.
Yeah, for sure.
And sometimes when you play better than another team, you actually win, which is probably the next game you want to talk about, right?
Woo, Lord Jesus Christ! Listen, I hate to admit this out loud, and I've said this. Coach knows this. Dean knows this. Wale knows this. All my friends are Arsenal fans said this. I've said this for the last year and a half, maybe 2 years. This is the best team in the world. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can fight it. You can lie to yourself. You can call them set piece FC. But guess one thing you're not going to do is score on them. At least not multiple goals. You ain't going to beat that. Listen, if it was a street fight, Arsenal will whoop your ass. So, and then they'll pray for you after they beat your ass. So there's nothing you can do.
The Bible brothers are. I feel like every week they're recruiting someone new. Like,
yeah.
I actually think they probably need to. I think they should try and recruit someone like Calafiori. That would be funny.
Yo, Arsenal has prayer warriors. They have a bunch of Spanish dudes, a bunch of Nigerians. It's the wildest combination of players I've ever seen in my life. Either you're Nigerian, you pray, either you're Spanish and you pray, or you're married. That's really it. Mikel Arteta's like, I want serious men on my team. But I was watching this game and I was just like, Bayern are probably second best team in the world to me, and Arsenal handed them like it was light work. And the depth and the numbers and depth that Arsenal has right now is insane. By the way, time out before we get into this game. Take a moment, go listen to Coach's instant reaction. He was at the game as well as Aaron Ramsey. So, two Arsenal legends in the same building at the same time.
I found out when you told me, by the way, Aaron Ramsey, I personally think he's without a club right now. Tosin, I promise I'm going to let you finish, but
yeah,
why not in January just bring him back? If we win the Prem, let him get a bit. He deserves it more in the Emirates era. He deserves it more than anybody else. I'm sorry, he does. He does. We got Arteta. If you're listening, please bring him back on a, just on a 6-month deal. Get him I don't know, get him 5 minutes at the end of every game for the next, I don't know, month or so. So he guarantees a medal in it, and then just fuck him off, man. It's fine. Yeah, but he deserves a medal, man. I'm sorry.
Let him play with Win too. He needs a good loving dog.
He needs a new dog. Sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That was dark. That was my fault. I'll pay the fine. My fault. But yeah, MLS at left back. Just put that boy in center mid, man. I love MLS, but yeah, let's not put him at left back anymore. He's a center midfielder. Hincapié got dropped. How do you feel about Hincapié getting dropped?
He didn't get dropped. I think Arteta mentioned the fact that he's played 3 90s in a row, basically. 2 for Everton, 1 for Arsenal, which is fine. I have an issue with that. I think what I am liking is the fact that he trusted Mosquera against Harry Kane, and Harry Kane is a shark. You know what I mean? He will smell blood. Like, okay, who can I actually get at today? And he tried, didn't get anything out of him. And he tried Saliba as well, and Saliba was like, no, not today. But yeah, I think it's fine. Selecting Mosquera over Hincapié is why you pay the money. Is why you have this depth, and you do the right scouting to make sure that they've got the right temperament and the right quality to play in these games. Because while we all have our first 11s, first 11s, I think are a term that is probably going to start dying soon because the players coming in need to be pretty much as good as the players that are starting. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, this is coming from me who used to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer come off the bench and score 4 goals. So, you know,
yeah, that was a fun time for you, man.
it's
Um,
not a fun time right now.
yeah,
Leonard Carr was really good, by the way. I know you saw him in person. That's a freaking phenomenal football player.
some of the
Michael
touches,
Lise,
man.
Michael Lise is absurd,
Yeah.
absolutely absurd. But Declan Rice, man, Declan Rice. That's a fucking
Yeah.
engine, man. that's a listen. If Declan Rice was an American car, he'd be a Ford F-350, man. Just big, wide, and running down the fucking lane. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, Arsenal won, and that's really that, man. It's a very complete team. And I've talked about Arsenal too much. Let's talk about another North London team. PSG hosted Tottenham, and this is probably the most unserious game you'll ever see all week. The both of these teams literally was just two dumb bitches saying exactly for 90 minutes. That's what it was. Just two dumb bitches just saying, no, I'm stupid. No, I'm stupider. Vitinha got a hat trick. Colomrani got a brace. Tottenham can't defend. Neither can PSG. There was a red card in the game. It was just chaotic nonsense. It was just foolishness. But Colomrani looked good. Vitinha looked good. There was a 17, 18-year-old from the academy who started for PSG, and
Mhm.
they rotated, did their thing, and PSG won. But Tottenham, man, some of the defending, some of the decisions, the high lines they were doing, playing out the back, I was like, why? Why are you
Yeah,
doing this?
even I mean, they even PSG even had time to get a record as well. What's the what's the funniest thing about this? And this relates to the game as well. But PSG have two midgets that've got hat tricks this season, and that's an indication of where the game is going, guys. Like
Yeah.
you can't really positionally, yeah, you still have your midfielders and defenders, attackers, kind of thing. But it's getting to a point, and this is just my own observation of it. Maybe I'm doing too much, I don't know. But it's getting to a point where we're gonna have a lot more players like what's his name? Like Rude Hullet, and that can play in every position to a 9 out of 10 level. We're getting to that point now where players are just gonna be doing shit while they're on the pitch. He's like, oh, he started dead but why has he spent the last 15 minutes playing on the left wing kind of thing? He's supposed to be at left back. He's supposed to be at right. Like it's that's where the game is slowly but
Yeah.
surely going. Because
Calafiori.
yeah, Calafiori. This is what I'm saying. Like, they're already here. They're already here basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I genuinely think I don't know which one was better out of Vitinha's first two goals because both of them, maybe the technique for the first one maybe edges it, but the second one on his left foot was just as ridiculous.
Yeah.
Um, Tottenham's opener was cool, I suppose, but I'm not going to give them any more credit.
Colomwani's finish was good too.
Yeah, really good finish as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with Thomas Frank, but he really loves bum licking people. He really he does he'll be like he can't even just say, oh, really good team, good player. He'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah. And I'll tell you what else as well, yeah. If I was maybe if I was a bit younger, maybe he might have a chance to be like he just goes way overboard. Yeah, the next Ballon d'Or winner is gonna come from PSG again. It's gonna be Vitinha. No, it's not, bro. It's not. They gave it to Rodri. That's never happening again, guys. Accept it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not going there. You
Yeah.
know, and Vitinha was great. Vitinha always balls out. Like he's one of the most consistent central midfielders around. One of the best midfielders in the world. Period. But please, let's be serious here. The Ballon
Yeah.
d'Or is a forwards award as far as I'm concerned. Let's leave it at that.
It was a great week in Europe in Champions League. There was some good Europa League action. If you guys didn't check it out, I'm not gonna give you all the score because there's too many Europa League games. One call out is Conference League. Strasbourg and Crystal Palace was a very fun game.
Mm,
Ismail Assar should have finished that chance, by the way, but
mm,
Strasbourg came back down from 2-1. We talked about Strasbourg ad nauseum on this podcast.
yeah,
We love their coach, Liam Rossinha. We want to
yeah,
give you your flowers once again. Amazing coach, and that's all we got to add. Coach, let's get into the weekend preview. Let's talk about all the games. There's a lot of exciting games this weekend, man, in
yeah.
every league. We got Everton, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Man United,
Mm.
West Ham, Liverpool. Only reason I bring that up is because I want to see how Liverpool reacts. Nottingham Forest, Brighton, and obviously the big tasty game of the weekend is Chelsea, Arsenal. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm in two minds about going to the Palace United game. I do really want to go, but I'm eager to observe how Glasner's 3-4-3 matches up against Amarim's 3-4-3. Like, as in,
This is the game of two teams who don't want to hold the ball.
yeah, I know, which is going to make it really interesting. Now, I know for a fact Palace are going to go for it. The only thing I will say is that United will have literally a full 6 days to have prepped for this kind of thing. All the recovery in the world since Monday. You're nodding your head what Tosin, like it doesn't mean anything. I mean, they gave us a really tough game after the Europa League fixture on the Thursday as well, kind of thing. If that translates again, United might be in danger, but at the same time, they might be. It might start taking its toll. But these players have never done Sunday, Thursday. A lot of these players, they don't know that cycle, so it might start having an effect on them. We don't know yet, but
I just don't trust Ruben. I'm sorry.
we'll see how it goes, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, interesting game for sure, man.
La Liga, we got Sociedad versus Villarreal, lower, two of the higher upper tier teams. It's not the Athletes and the Real Madrids and the Barcelonas, but still gonna be a really good game.
I think
Sevilla and Real
only
Betis.
separated by one place in the league, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think they are. Yeah.
Sevilla and Betis, another really good game to look out for too.
That's the Andalusian derby.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. We also got Serie A games. We got Milan versus Lazio, which is going to be very interesting. We got Atalanta and Fiorentina, Palladino derby. Then we have Roma and Napoli, which should be a fun game. Then in the Bundesliga, we got Mönchengladbach versus Leipzig.
Mm-hmm.
We got Leverkusen and Dortmund, which should be very fun. Then we have Frankfurt versus Wolfsburg, which should be another fun game. And then in Ligue 1, we got Monaco PSG, which PSG should win, but you know. Then we got Lyon and Nantes and Metz versus Rennes. By the way, Lyon beat Maccabi Tel Aviv 6-0 today. So do with that information what you want. Then we also on Hate Watch this weekend. We're also on Hate Watch this weekend for Coach's favorite team in the Bundesliga.
Mainz. Please tell me they're playing Bayern. Please tell me they're playing Bayern.
I don't think so. I don't know who Mainz are playing this weekend, but I do hope that Mainz lose, just so my friend can be happy. That's all. That's all I care about.
I'm checking right now who they're playing. I'm literally checking right now because I need to know who their next fixture is.
They lost today in Europa League, by the way.
I know, I saw that as well, and I was like, that's good. That's good. That's just very good.
Conference League.
Yeah. They got Freiburg. Freiburg could do them actually. To be fair.
Yeah. So one Hate Watch this weekend. So yeah, that's really it. Other than like, share, comment, subscribe to all of our channels. Coach, you got anything else you want to add for the people?
Just keep showing us love, man. Like, we love you guys, and we're just trying to give it back. So yeah.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. For myself, Tosin and Coach, we're out. Everyone take it easy.
Peace.
Oh, one more thing before I leave. Guys, whatever Twitter account that hacked me, that's not me. That Twitter account is literally copying whatever I post on my new account and then pretending it's me. So guys, it's not me. I haven't got my account back yet. When I do get my account back, you will know. Trust me, I have a crazy video saved up for it, but that's not me. Okay. Just want to let everybody know. If he's sending you whatever bullshit, don't click the link. Deleted all the scamming stuff, but that's not me. I just have to let everybody know.
Report their account. Everyone just has to keep mass reporting their account. Report it and say that they're imitating Tosin's new account, which is Tosin MM. Is it double underscore? One, just one underscore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Tosin double M for Michael, one underscore. Say that he's impersonating that account. What?
What? There ain't no Michael in my name. That's just million. That's money.
Oh.
We're not giving out no legal names around here.
Honestly, if whatever, double M. Yeah. Tosin double M underscore. Yeah. And yeah, just leave it at that. report that account, say that you're that he's impersonating that account, and hopefully, worst case scenario, the account just goes. But hopefully, Twitter actually just lock that person out and give Tosin back his access. But
yeah,
that person's a neek, by the way. Like, I have to be honest, they're such a fucking nerd. I don't know what their problem is. Like, what do you gain from this? What do you actually gain from this?
My whole thing is this, guys. I've been to Nigeria once in my life. That account says from Nigeria store. How the hell am I going to be Nigeria? So I've only been there once. Anyways,
Yeah.
we're digressing and we've made this podcast too long. Anyways, guys, we'll be back this weekend with the United review, the Arsenal review, and then we have the weekend review for you. So be on the lookout for all those. For myself, Tosin, once again, and Coach, we're out. Everyone take it easy. Peace.
Peace.